A birth chart has 12 houses, and each one is a life area, not a personality trait. Houses 1 through 4 cover you, your resources, how you talk, and where you come from. Here's what each one is asking about your chart. This channel teaches you to read your own real chart in plain English, one piece at a time. Today, the first 4 houses, translated out of jargon, plus one worked example so you can see each one in action. Quick refresher, since houses are new territory. A house is one of 12 wedges your chart gets sliced into. Unlike a sign, a house isn't about your personality. It's a life area, like money, home, or how you talk to people. Signs describe how something shows up. Houses describe where it shows up. Houses come from your exact birth time and place, which makes them the most personal layer of the whole chart. Building one needs your exact birth time and city, not just your date. House 1 starts right where your rising sign sits. It's the house of you, your sense of self, how you show up, the first impression you make before you say a word. If House 1 has planets in it, that's not a coincidence. Whatever's sitting there tends to color how the world meets you right out of the gate before people get to know the rest of your chart. House 2 is resources. Money, sure, but also anything you own or build value in, possessions, skills, talents you could sell, even your sense of what you're worth. It's less about whether you'll be rich and more about how you relate to what's yours, how you earn it, hold on to it, and whether you feel secure with what you've got. House 3 is communication, the way you think, talk, and take in information day to day. Siblings, neighbors, short trips, the texts you send, the way your brain processes the world in real time. All of it is House 3 territory. If House 1 is who you are, House 3 is how you get that self across to everyone else. House 4 is home, not just the building, but where you come from. Family, roots, the emotional foundation you were raised on, and what home means to you now as an adult, whether or not it looks like the house you grew up in. It sits at the very bottom of the wheel for a reason. It's your foundation, the base the other 11 houses build on. Here's what that looks like put together. Say your birth chart happens to place a planet, any planet, inside House 4 instead of somewhere else. That single fact changes the story because the same planet plays a different role depending on which of these 4 houses it lands in. Say that planet is Venus. The planet astrology reads as affection and what you value. Sitting in House 4, it would suggest your sense of comfort and worth is tied closely to home and family, not just to relationships out in the world. Move that same Venus into House 2 instead, and the story shifts to valuing security and stability you can hold. Money, possessions, the material kind of comfort. Put it in House 3, and it might show up as valuing good conversation and close easy friendships more than either of those. Same planet, 3 different houses, 3 different chapters of the same life. 2 people can share a placement, say the same Venus sign, and still be living out completely different stories because the house shows where that placement plays out. A sign alone only gives you half the sentence. If you've got your own chart pulled up, check now. Which house is each of your planets sitting in? If houses are finally starting to click for you, a quick tap on the like button genuinely helps this reach other people working through the same thing. None of this predicts what will happen to you. A house shows you where a theme tends to show up in your life, not a guaranteed event, not a fixed outcome, not a script you're locked into. Think of it as a mirror, not a prophecy. You still decide what you do with what you see in it. So, House 1 is you, House 2 is resources, House 3 is communication, House 4 is home. 4 life areas, not 4 personality traits, each one shaped by whichever planets happen to be sitting inside it. Next video, we keep going with houses 5 through 8, romance, daily work, partnership, and the parts of life most people don't talk about out loud. Subscribe so it shows up for you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.